Hello there, storytellers! Are you ready for an adventure? Today, we're on a quest to find some secret, magical words. And these aren't just any words. They're words that can take your stories from just okay to absolutely amazing. So let's get started!
You know that feeling, right? You write a sentence, you read it back, and you think, it's fine. But it feels like something's missing. It just feels a little bit plain. Well, don't you worry. That happens to every single writer, and today we're going to learn the secret to fixing it for good.
So I want you to meet my friend Priya. And right now, the story we have about her is super simple. It just says, Priya played in the garden. Now, that's okay. It tells us what she did, and it tells us where. But don't you think we can make it sound a whole lot more magical? I think so. Let's see how. Okay, so this is our mission for today. How do we take that simple sentence and add some sparkle? How do we make Priya's story feel like it's really alive and jumping right off the page? Well, there's a secret ingredient, and I think you're ready to learn what it is. Ta-da! Here it is. The magic ingredient is a special kind of word called an adverb. I want you to think of adverbs as little power-ups for your action words. You know, your verbs. They add all the cool details and make your sentences just burst with energy and life. Now, you might be thinking, wait, this sounds a bit like an adjective. And you're right, they're kind of like cousins, but they have very different jobs. See, adjectives describe nouns, people, places, or things, like a happy girl. But adverbs are special magic words. They describe the action. They tell us how the girl plays. She plays happily. See the difference? One describes the person, the other powers up the action. All right, it's time to collect our very first magic power-up. These are what I call the how words. Their special job is to tell us exactly how an action is being done. So let's go back to Priya. We know she played, but that's not the whole story, is it? We have to be story detectives and ask the right question. How did she play? Was she playing quietly? Or maybe she was playing noisily? See, the how completely changes the picture in our heads. Check out these examples. Maybe Priya played cricket well. And what about her friend Harman? He built his tower of toy blocks perfectly. Even something simple, like the fan in your room, it spun smoothly. All of these words, well, perfectly, smoothly, they're all how words. They're showing us the manner of the action. Awesome! We've got our first power-up. Now, what does every good story need? A setting, of course. So let's grab our second power-up, the where words. These magic words tell us exactly where all the action is taking place. Our first story said, Priya played in the garden. That's a good start, for sure. But our where words can make it even better, even more interesting. So let's ask, where exactly? Was she somewhere else? For instance, imagine this. The children are playing outside. Or maybe your mother is waiting there, right by the gate. And if you needed help, you might ask, is there a hospital nearby? You see, words like outside, there, and nearby, they all tell us the place of the action. Super useful. You are doing fantastic. Let's get our third power-up. This one is all about time. These are the when words. They're like a little time machine for our stories because they tell us exactly when something happened. Okay, Priya's story is getting so much better now. We know how she played and we know where she played. But there's still a big piece of the puzzle missing. When did all of this happen? Let's find out. You use these words all the time. Maybe Priya visited her friend yesterday, Or perhaps you have a big cricket match tomorrow. Or maybe right this very second, you're hearing, we need to eat dinner now. See? Yesterday, tomorrow, now. They're all powerful when words that give our stories a timeline.
We are almost there. It's time to get our final power up. And this one answers a really interesting question. How often? These magic words tell us if something is a habit. Does it happen all the time or just once in a while? Or maybe never?
So let's think about Priya's story. Is playing in the garden something she does every single day? Or is it a special treat that she only does sometimes? This one little word can tell us so much about her life. Let's look at a few examples. Maybe your family usually goes for a walk in the evening. That's a habit. And look at Harmon. He always smiles when he wins a game. And what about Priya? She often visits the temple with her family. Words like usually, always, and often, they tell us how frequently something happens. We did it! We have collected all 4 of our magic power-ups: the how, the where, the when, and the how often. And now it's time for the best part. Let's put all of their powers together and turn Priya's plain sentence into a real super story. Okay, let's build this together one step at a time. First, our how often word, usually. Perfect. Now, how does she play? Let's add our how word. Priya plays happily. Okay, where does she play? Let's add our where word. Outside. And last but not least, when. Let's add our when part. In the evening. So let's read the whole thing. Usually, Priya plays happily outside in the evening. Wow, just look at the difference. We started with Priya played in the garden. But now, by using our magic words, we've painted this beautiful, colorful picture. Can you actually see it in your mind right now? That, my friends, is the awesome power of adverbs. So we've given Priya's story a complete superhero makeover. But now, the magic wand is passing to you. It's your turn to be the master storyteller. So here's a little challenge for you. Just for a second, look around the room you're in. What is happening? Is a fan spinning quietly? Is the sun shining brightly through the window? Try to find one thing that's happening and describe it using one of our new magic words. Go on, give it a try. Because amazing stories are happening all around you, just waiting for a great storyteller like you to bring them to life.